I have a feeling that when she unveils her puppies to the world, she's going to suddenly become world famous. I'm not quite sure how it's going to happen, but I have a feeling that she's planning something.
Yeah. What are you planning, darling? What are you planning?
The eco-warriors in Britain are organising our Noah's Ark campaign, which is a massive worldwide publicity campaign to stop global warming and save the human race from being driven to extinction this century as a result of the burning of fossil fuels. We are friends of the Pacific warriors who are fighting to save their island nations in the South Pacific from vanishing beneath the rising sea levels as global warming floods their world. The eco-warriors' modern-day version of Noah's Ark will be the travelling school for eco-warriors, publishing and broadcasting the truth about the danger of global warming, which threatens to wipe out all life on Earth, including the human race. The burning of fossil fuels is causing climate change, and the Earth's temperatures are increasing, melting the polar ice caps and raising the sea levels, threatening worldwide flooding, which will kill billions of people, according to United Nations scientists. The melting methane hydrate gas in the polar regions threatens an ecological cataclysm that will make the Earth completely uninhabitable within 20 years, and humanity is facing extinction. The eco-warriors are attempting to change the future and ensure the survival of future generations by offering our solutions to the global environmental crisis. The only possible answer to stop global warming will be for the whole world to stop the burning of fossil fuels and to close down the fossil fuel industries, which are causing global warming and climate change. To help stop the imminent genocide of humanity that is being caused by the capitalist Bilderberg group of banks, corporations and governments that are destroying the planet and wiping out all life on Earth, the eco-warriors are offering the people of the world our reality TV show for the children, which is entitled, Can You Save the Human Race? I also film both of them. Lily,
Yeah.
this gentleman here
Yeah.
is, there are thousands of young people in the neighbourhood who drive these kind of cars, and at the weekend they go out and they make trouble and the police come and try and stop them, and he's interested in getting involved.
Oh yeah.
Yes, have a chat to him.
Sorry?
Yeah.
We've got loads of them.
Yeah.
Explain to Lily what you were talking about.
We've got this massive car community, and the police just harass us for having modified cars. Just for having they'll pick on us because we're young.
Yeah.
And they'll any excuse. Oh, there's been robberies in the area. Oh, we've had a lot of drugs in the area. It's like, let us have our fun.
They pick on who
We're being completely safe. Yeah, we're not doing anything illegal. We're trying to have our fun.
Yeah.
They just want to be nosy, put their nose where it doesn't belong, try and meet their targets, whatever it is that they're trying to do. Do you know what I mean? But that's not on, because we're the people, and if the people, we're paying the taxes. What for? For them to harass us? No, we're paying them to keep our streets safe.
As well, like
we're not criminal. Why are they stopping us?
Like murderers.
Yeah. And even this thing, it's one of those ideas. The people are talking. You don't want it knocked down. Who's got a right to knock it down? It's the people's land, is it not?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I think anyway. I don't know as much as you guys do, but that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Well, it was left for the poor children for their education and perpetuity, and that's what we're telling the judge and the courts. That's the issue, that it belongs to the children. It doesn't belong to them. They're crooks. They're criminals. You know, so that's the issue, and that's one of the reasons we're, you know, appealing to young people to get involved, because it's their future.
Well, a lot of people have noticed it, I can tell you that from our college. I'm probably have any others stopped by? Has anyone else stopped by? Yeah,
not a lot, but a few.
No, I mean, I will be telling people what it's about, and maybe we'll come down and no, I'm going to shoot off for now. I've got to go meet my friends, and then we'll come down.
And if you are interested, we have in the Facebook page, you'll find like Cat Hill protest. You write in the Facebook, you'll find it very quickly. One is have like 1,024 members in the Facebook, so you can find very easy. We have a Twitter in the same name.
Okay. Cat Hill protest.
Yeah, Cat Hill protest.
I will look it up.
Awesome, thank you. We will have a court in 29. It will be really important.
This month?
No, in the next month.
Okay.
We need a lot of people.
We'll try and support you as much as we can.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice.
And you. Thank you. Take care. See if you can get all your friends to come.
Definitely will do.
How are you getting there? Going to hitchhike?
No, we'll find a way.
There's a truck coming out. They might give you a lift.
We should hitchhike for the truck, innit? Right, there we go. Ready,
So we're going off the wall.
Go save the planet, we go.
Take care. See you again very soon.
We'll be back up.
Give you another job.
Bye bye, take care.
You too.
See you later.
I'll be back.
I mean, I had their little section over there.
Look at this.
And I locked them in for a while, you know, so that I could let them out when I wanted to. But they weren't, basically, they weren't having from the bowl. Then they don't actually need this anymore.
No, they don't. No, they're just greedy.
Well, yeah, that would appear to be the case.
Hey, 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 Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Hi. Come look at fire. Look at the fire. But there is no fire. But nice bricks. Nice bricks, but where is fire? Where is fire? No fire here. You are very caveman beard, Tony.
Are you insulting me?
No, I am not insulting, but no fire. You tell me fire. It's the remnant of fire.
Don't say nothing nice. Don't say anything.
Yeah, it's a very nice brick. I like brick.
Good brick.
But I like fire too. No fire. This is not stick. This is metal bar.
It's nice.
It is nice.
Level up.
Hey, nice gun. I like it.
The rain didn't.
It's a little bit untidy in my way because it's been.
It's a tent toilet.
It's a we think it's a shower.
Oh, you think it's a shower?
Yeah, we can rig it up with that. You see that container over there?
I thought it was a toilet. I wanted a shower. I thought there's a hole
Yeah,
behind
but
the brick.
it's special shit. So.
Special shit. Very nice. Very nice. So who's been sleeping here, or you guys been sleeping in front?
Mason sleeps here.
Oh, I love this tree.
There.
Yeah,
Then
Nice.
it's white
Look at
pigeons.
this.
White doves inside.
White
Apparently it's not normal.
I can see them.
They moved in when we had the July tree.
So had they agreed not to stop this tree at least not down?
Well, they tried them to come over, but then...
Where are the doves?
There, but now it's.
No, she's there, her head's there. I can see it. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. They had a hard time in the rain. Apparently it's not normal for the white doves to move.
No, she said that.
Above camp like this.
We didn't
It's
know
like
that.
a sitcom. We're like the odd couple.
Yeah. We didn't know that, neither did the pigeons. That's why it
Well, the
happened.
pigeons are glad we're here. You know?
Yeah.
We're neighbours. We're good. We're friendly neighbours.
I thought they were doves.
Oh,
They're doves.
that's
Matter of point of view. White pigeon-like birds. Famed ones. Oh.
What's going there?
It's going down. It's going down.
good done.
They're building a prison or something.
No, I have just one hand. Oh, we go play Catan, Thor.
Yeah! Catan!
Catan! From summer, Benjamin. Do you play before?
so that it changes a little bit.
Her mouth. Oh, should we give them some? Yeah. Get some more for them, and then she can enjoy hers.
Puppies are all. Everyone is a different puppy.
Yeah, I know. Where are they? Let them have one each. Come on, look. What's this?
What's my baby? You really brought one.
Go on, take it. I don't know what to do with it now, do you?
Oh, okay. Biscuits. Throw it on the grass. Throw it. Oh. Baby's gonna get it.
Yeah, take it. Come on, puppies. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna hit them. That's it. Oh.
They're chasing each other.
Oh.
Hi, there's one behind you.
They're chasing the bones, yeah?
Yeah.
There's one here.
Give that to.
Oh, give it to the other.
Has he got one? Oh yeah. Where's baby's one gone? She's got it. Bumble, come on. You're the only one that hasn't got any.
Oh, they like
Where's yours, Bumble? Where's yours? We're going to bury them. They like digging, don't they?
Yes, it is.
Oh no, here we go, the camera's out.
You see, you could have had one of those.
Camera's out.
press and grannies and so on. Yeah, complicated.
Yeah.
Not trespass case.
Right.
Yeah, and plus what Nick had to say, and Don there, you know. He was the only people that spoke for us as residents there, because we wasn't allowed to speak. And like he says, they're like the defendants.
Who did they let speak?
Well, only the defendants who put their names down, you know. Because what they do is they threaten you with money. They say, look, if this goes to court, we may take your house or sell your house if you don't have money. Yeah, so the residents get frightened. The residents go,
so you're kind of
we
like,
can't go to court. You know, they frighten you.
The guinea pigs, you're the guinea pigs.
Yes.
There's nothing they can take from you. It's just like, give you £1 a week for the next 10 years.
Did you want to get my number down?
So if you don't have any residents, then it's like you've got no case basically, because we go, well, we kind of, you know, they're not residents, they're frightened. Oh, we're going to sue you, take your money, blah blah blah. Now I said, if all the residents got together, 300, and we say yes, we will sign all this. Take us all to court, because I was willing to sign then. If all the people said yes, we will sign.
You're never going to get that.
That way, you got the power. They'll
Can't
go
they get them all back?
Well, this is the problem now.
It's not dangerous. If you are speaking in the court, it's nothing to make dangerous. If you say, I speak in the court, you will don't lose your house, no problem.
If you're a named defendant.
Yeah, we need defendants.
That's why nobody signed that day. I said, I will, but it wasn't that many. It was about 10 or so at the court.
It's very difficult to get around that.
People who have
They have to, that's the thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Apart from their principles.
They have to
I know.
And you know that's the way they're going to frighten you with money.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing else they could frighten you with.
No.
They can't threaten you with violence. They can't threaten you with the things they're doing is wrong. So they go, well, we will go after your house if you try and challenge us that we're doing wrong.
Yeah, that's why if it's a few white-haired grannies and cancer survivors, morally they're not going to do that. It's not likely.
So you need to find the grannies, find the
managed to find a solution. Came to a
9 or 10
solution, and then they said,
Haven't you got loads of relatives? Greeks have got big families. Come on, round them up.
Turkish anyway.
Oh right, really? See more Greek.
Okay, we bring the people for the meeting.
You coming with us?
Love your dress. You look amazing.
And I'm sure
she looks scrummy.
You want to come? We're going to. You asked about Kim. We're going to go and see Kim. Yeah.
Where are they going?
What, to get Kim?
Catch the people for the meeting.
Sorry? We're just going to go grab some people. Grab some people? Yeah. Do you know what's happened with Kim?
No, you don't need her here.
Ad litem guardian, you know, representing the children.
Understand,
Yeah, and that's basically my approach. That's who I represent, not local people, but the local children, and ask the judge to accept that they are entitled to be represented under the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child.
We're having our meeting now. I was wondering if you guys want to come.
I'm not up to it at the moment, I'm sorry.
We've got stuff we need to talk about in terms
Like
of
a
the
court,
law.
who will defend in the court.
Alright. Are you up
Are you doing okay, Kim?
Yeah. I'll walk up in a couple of minutes.
I saw your thing on Facebook.
I'll come up. You look good. You
Yeah,
look
I know.
good. I'll be with you, I promise.
What was the point? Why did you have it done?
Why did that what?
I went out. I just couldn't stand the noise any longer. And at my age and my home, where I've lived for many years, should I have to go out because of the continual noise from 8 till 6, 5 days a week?
Well, what do you have to say to that?
I agree entirely. Your Honour, I agree entirely.
With respect, my lord.
I was at work in the morning. When I came back in the afternoon, I thought it would have stopped by then, but it was worse than ever. I mean, my mother's in her 90s and she can't keep going out, and it's very distressing. These people have got no consideration for anyone at all. You know, in their newsletters, they say about consulting with the locals. It's a lot of nonsense. That whole newsletter is just a PR exercise by L&Q.
That pile of rubble, which I think must be best part of 30 foot tall.
It probably is
bang at the end of my garden, as near the fence as they're allowed to put it. And that's what they were working on all day yesterday with big diggers. I don't know what you call their machines. It's shocking.
Well, there'd be nothing protecting us then.
You think they're going to cut the trees down?
It's a possibility,
Probably.
isn't it? I mean,
Well, they said they would. What they did originally, they pretended the trees were in our gardens when they drew the original map. And then they said they could take out everything there side the fence. But, I mean, those trees are so important to us.
Oh, they are very important, those trees. Once they are gone, all the wildlife, all the birds will disappear. It's destruction.
At the moment, all the birds have moved.
They have.
I've never had. I mean, I'm a country person. I'm not really a Londoner, so I recognise birds, and I've always had the usual birds. But now, I've got many more varieties of birds than ever I had
There's nowhere
before.
for them there, and
I
the
know.
noise must be. It's bad to ask. Can you imagine what the noise must be like to the wildlife there? Birds. They've never heard noise like that before. And you see lots of them in the trees on our side of the
Where do you
fence.
live?
I live at 35, Vernon,
That's part way down.
halfway down. But a lot of the trees in the neighbouring gardens, the birds are in there that would have been over there. They're being shifted.
Yeah, but they're all in my garden all the time.
Yeah, same thing.
You know, because we never got many blackbirds and thrushes.
No.
They weren't back garden birds. We've got them now in a big way.
I know.
Oh dear.
There's this tiny gap. You walk through it. It's like going into paradise. There's a lovely pond. It's like a little mini forest, really.
Yeah,
and that's the last bit that they want. Our friends here are trying to stop them destroying.
I know. I have thyroid cancer. It used to be 5 foot. Now it's 25.
Well, that's great. That's what you need now. I'm part.
So are they next door. You have to come through those.
That's the mountain, isn't it? As I
That's the
call it.
mountain.
That's the mountain.
And you can't see much down the end. Top of diggers over that yesterday. And you can imagine the noise was quite unbearable.
Well, it's right. I mean, obviously you're nearer to that pile at the moment. We're a little bit further down, but in fact, if you go outside of where we live, the Masonettes, if you stand on the street, it sounds as though it's coming from opposite.
Oh, it does here.
Because it's
Sorry.
it's so powerful.
Yeah, it comes from all round.
Now, I can't believe that they are controlling the noise that they said they would. If that's controlled, then I don't know what it would be like if it wasn't controlled.
It isn't controlled.
It's not controlled, no.
It's not
They lied
controlled.
again.
And they're supposed to have a lot of water, aren't they? So
Yeah,
they don't
sometimes
get
they do,
dust.
sometimes they
Sometimes
don't.
they don't.
Yesterday they didn't have.
No, I know.
They only do it when they're reminded to do it.
But
When
that
someone phones up the
pile,
council.
I mean, it's so near.
I know it is. And the houses will be if they build them.
Oh, I know that. But, you know...
So where does your garden end? Where that seat is? Is that...
I've got about 6 foot behind the
Yeah.
seat. The white stuff there at the bottom.
Yes.
And the lilacs and all of mine.
That's yours, yeah. And beyond... What about the trees? Those
No,
they're
they're that much in the other side. They're the ones
Oh,
they're
dear.
going to cut down. But
Well,
you
we
see,
hope they won't be able to now.
I mean, I'm not being funny. I'm still jolly active, and I go
Well,
all
why
over
shouldn't you
the
be?
country.
Why shouldn't you be?
Spend alternate weekends over at Marlow, running the museum for them.
Where?
Marlow.
Marlow? Oh,
I'm a Marlow person,
oh
basically.
you? I love Marlow. Only as a visitor, but I love it there.
Oh, well, I was
Always loved it.
first 30-odd years of my life I
Did
lived
you?
there. But marriage brought me to this
Marriage
horrible place. I never liked it.
Really?
But never mind, I've got used to it. But And I go down to Weymouth to see my daughter. I drive everywhere and I'm quite active. But 3 years ago, I spent my money, first of all, on the extension there, the conservatory.
Yes.
And then I've had this.
Oh, this is
and
nice.
to sit there. Is it?
Well, not now.
I can't sit in there.
No.
I can't sit here.
No. Certainly couldn't sit in that seat now either.
Ha, ha, ha. No.
So all this money you've spent
It's
not
completely wasted.
Well, yeah, unfortunately.
I did it so that when I was older I would enjoy it.
Sitting in the sun.
Even my gardening isn't up to scratch this year because I can't stay out here.
No,
It makes my head rot.
Only, I mean, and if and when they start building, it'll be till 1 p.m. on Saturday as well.
No.
Yeah. It's only during the demolition period that there's this agreement that they don't work Saturdays.
Yeah, but when they start building,
If they start building.
they're going to have to do pile driving, aren't they?
Yes, that'll be tremendous noise.
I know all about pile driving. I never lived near any, but I had a friend who lived near the M25 at Wickham Marsh. And they built the M25 and didn't realise what it was like there, and it took them 2 years to pile drive that. All right, they're only sycamores, but they're our shield.
Well, we need trees. We need more,
I know
not less.
we do.
These people don't seem to... And their argument, we're going to be planting trees. Well, that'll be right in 50 years' time.
No,
we won't be here.
they're going to plant ornamental cherries.
Which won't grow tall at all. No. Of course. Well, they've told so many lies. It's hard to believe anything they say.
The bottom end there is wild at the moment because, quite frankly, I've left it till I know what's happening.
Keep it wild, yeah.
But it was always quite a neat, trimmed shrubbery, but now I've just...
How long have you lived here then?
76.
Nearly 40 years, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I know, Julie might come up.
Everybody's arriving and everybody is here. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
You know,
Are you coming in?
Better chest. No, not here. No. No, there.
In the sanctum.
You're going inside. Why? Why not?
You don't sit outside. I like fresh air.
It's outside, really. It's about
We was trying to
the
get outside
environment,
half
isn't
an
it?
hour ago.
Yeah, I know.
But it's just, the cars
Stuff. Any word back from the lawyers? Yeah. Any more? Future direct action. Future Jedi action? Yes. Jedi. Future Jedi action. So I'll get a pen and write some of these things down. Yep.
You okay about being filmed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Right. Standing. So however you feel is comfortable. By the way, we need 9 small batteries for the left. Maybe just tell people how we're doing. Okay, so just tell people. All right. Should we just go straight to the first agenda item?
No, we can talk about the camp.
Okay.
So we got 2 camps still, one in the back and one here.
Can you sit down?
And
Danny,
what do
sit down and then one. That's it. Yeah.
what we need most is electricity. So we already have a car battery that needs to be trickle charged somehow, but we're hunting for bits and bobs to turn it into a...
If you give me the list, because someone's actually asked me.
Yeah, Lily drew us something.
Yes.
Yeah, we will. Lily drew us something. This is the reception area still. There's always at least one person here. So if you bring in more people, that person will relay them to the back camp. The mud is a bit problematic, so we need wood chips or something to put on the path, so it's safer when it's raining, and that's it, really, I think.
Yeah. And then brush would be appreciated here because we haven't, but not deadly important. Broom, yes. No, sweeper, enough a sweeper.
Okay, first item on the agenda, Green Party newsletter. Jeff suggested that for the agenda. But does someone, do you know much about it, or do you want to nominate someone else to talk about it?
Topics to look at, relevant topics.
Okay, so does anyone, you know more about it than me.
Well, recently 2 people came down from the Green Party. One is called David, he's one of the locals, and the lady called Jean. And they're trying to put this forward to the Enfield Greens because nothing's happening with them. Their meetings are pretty boring, I can imagine. And they're injecting this issue into their meeting. So we will have more news about them shortly. They have our number, and they just been down with some coffee, so we have some contacts from the Enfield Greens who should be, yep.
Excuse me, maybe you not agree with me, but I would suggest let's start the meeting with the legal case, because as I feel everyone most interested for it, and after the which party want to make dirty business with the protesters, I don't understand. So I would like to suggest to concentrate for first the legal case. And after continue. Legal case? Are we curious?
Yes.
Against it?
Stand aside.
And after please continue.
Okay. I'm done.
Let's jump to the...
Okay, who would like to speak about the upcoming legal case?
Yeah, so what the setup we have now is only a few was on the defendant list, and dramatically the best is if we have respectively looking local residents who are fighting for their homes, so white-haired old ladies, cancer survivors and so on, because morally they have no chance to ask money from those people, because it would look very silly. So that's one of my first views.
Hello.
Can't you meet
Hello. Oh wow. And I think
whenever we walk by, there's about 4 people here, so just cakes and they haven't made them.
thank you.
Thank you, that's really sweet.
We have to put all the stuff together apparently and see what happens.
Are you taking it to the court?
Yeah. Yeah, personally.
I've got a folder for you.
It's a lot of stuff. I never remember giving so much.
No, but it's the whole covenant. It's everything. It's every single document.
Yeah. Well, we put together everything somehow. We need to get together to
Well, it's everything. It's your links. It's every single minute of the meetings to prove that it should have remained education.
It's a lot of information. So
I've done it as a proper folder.
You need some photocopying done again.
Well, I didn't.
Then maybe
if you want any of your own stuff.
We put everything together, and I think of the big bundle.
Okay.
And we give one to the enemy, one to the judge, and we give one.
Sympathy hangon beszél folyamatosan.
Let them photocopy it. It's not down to you to do it unless they've told you to, which they haven't.
It's always better to have some backup copies for ourselves.
I can't read it forever. It's colour maps and all
I know.
sorts.
No.
The barrister's got a copy, so I don't know if he'll let me have that back or not.
And he'll be at the court case, or?
I'm not sure which barrister's coming yet, but what he wants to do is he's going to ask for the judge to adjourn it and take it direct to the High Court on the grounds of the covenant. He's read all the documents, so he must think we've got a case.
does all the evidence still need to be in for that to happen, for it to be taken to the High Courts? Do we need all the evidence for it to be taken to the High Court? Do we need all of this evidence about the covenant to take this thing to the High Court?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I think what I'll do, once I know which barrister we've got, we'll arrange a phone call so I can put it on speakerphone, so we can all be party to the discussions. But at the moment it's more a case, let's just get the stuff to the court, because we haven't even got a date, have we?
Yeah, but all the evidence needs to be in.
See, I wouldn't have pulled the covenant evidence in. I'd have kept it all back because we were obviously planning to do that separately.
Yeah.
That's why he told me not to attend last time.
Yeah.
But now it's been mentioned to the judge, I've got to put the stuff in, so...
It might be the best thing in the end, because it means that we get to that High Court point sooner rather than later. It makes it a lot less complicated, a lot quicker. I think it could be, in the end, the best thing.
But I'm afraid for me, I'll put it all together for you. And I've got a statement from Nick Sinclair. He's done the common law aspect of it all, about how much energy it takes to build a brick or something. I think Nick's coming down on Monday anyway. But I'm afraid that's the best you're going to get out of me, unless you need anything else, because I'm not really in the same world as the rest of you.
What I'm getting is the general sort of message from the barristers is, now that we mentioned the covenant, we have to go in full force with the covenant and bang on it as much as possible and do everything with what we've got, which is one court case. And it could be the best. Can it go to a...
Excuse me. If you sat here and
just a moment. Interruption.
Hear a word you say because of the traffic. If you sat here and moved that way, talk that way.
No possible hurt nothing, like half people, we don't hurt nothing.
Shall we actually move down the road a little bit?
No, we'll get the batteries for the loudspeaker.
Because we have a speaker.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
When you go that
fill some people in. There is a covenant on the land to say that it should be used for educational purposes forever, and in the last weeks we have uncovered the full covenant, the full documents, and traced it from the beginning when they were signed to where they've ended up today, which means we've got all the legal paperwork that we need to go in and basically stop this thing being built, shut down L&Q here, and it will require going to the High Courts and be looked at in depth, but we're within sight of the end game of winning this thing, essentially. And one of the outcomes of the last court case was, because the covenant was mentioned as a legal argument, it means we have to go in this court case and use it in this court case. You know, we're not going to have a separate court case, it's all going to be one, and that should be enough. That could be enough to shut this thing down forever. We're in sight of the end.
Yeah, never mind any other points, about the trees and what the things they're doing.
Middle of the beginning of the end.
Well, if they turned out, the trees will stay.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
But,
that's
the point. The point is that they got the land illegally to start with. Yeah. That's the covenant, the proof there. So everything else is illegal with it as well. That's going on. Yeah. The trees and the newts and the bats and everything.
Well, we throw in everything, and whatever sticks, it will work.
So that's the point we're at the moment.
Yeah.
So, we've got to throw that at the judge, at the court. That's the covenant that this has been, sold illegally. There is the papers. There's the deeds, basically.
This one could be.
This land belongs to education only, and not for flats or whatever they're building. Yeah. So. Yeah. I'm going to build some flats there. And you go, well, but these deeds belong to my grandparents, so and so and so and so, and suddenly it's disappeared into becoming flats. Yeah. What's the difference? The biggest land, basically, the forest.
They said they lost the deeds.
Yeah, they lost. Yeah, that's the other point. They said they lost the deeds. They lost them, they said. The last point we were, but we found them. They lost the deeds. Yeah.
I tell you what, if they lose, they ought to have to pay for every tree, every newt, and everything they've done.
That's not. I mean, we're not even arguing about that at the moment. The cost that they should pay.
If we won,
they should pay for the damages that they caused. And they could pay, really. That damage is more than what they paid.
I've seen a lot of it.
You know, it's worth more than what they paid for it. All those trees gone and everything.
We've already cost them a lot of money with blockading it and playing our games, but that's just the beginning.
They've already destroyed half the land, you know, half the forest.
And they built that 30-foot thing. Exactly at the end of my back garden where they're banging on it.
They built their...
You know there's that big 30-foot
What, that was up there, the old chimney you mean?
Yeah, but it's down there, the big heap is.
The heap that they knocked down. Yeah.
Yeah, well that heap, which is about 30 foot high, is at the end of my garden exactly.
Yeah.
Are they able to tell you how long? Are they able to tell you how long they'll be banging?
Yesterday, I couldn't stand the noise anymore, and I put my coat on and I went out and wandered around the streets.
Have you complained?
One of the ones that was Betty.
Is that mine?
96,
Is that mine?
93.
You can have this one.
There's me.
I gave you mine to look
I'm
after.
80, the people
No,
beyond me
it's all
are
right.
over.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Ladies and gentlemen, particularly Danny.
Let's continue.
Should be should to continue.
We got 5 batteries instead of 6.
Would we like to concentrate for get another equipment, or let's
move down the road to where it's a little bit quieter on that little bit of land where the bench is.
What else are you discussing?
We have on the agenda Green Party newsletter, the future of the campaign, upcoming direct action, and any other points that people want to throw in. So I'm pretty sure this isn't covering everything.
Maybe, so I'm absolutely agree with you. Maybe we can easier to losing the comfort of the chair than losing the voice of each other. Let's go to the let's go 50 meters, stay in a circle and be effective and not comfortable. And let's do it.
Get the battery here.
If somebody needed chair, I can bring some.
No one needs a chair. No.
I'm okay. Anyhow, you're going to meet us. You're going just round the corner.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Well,
Lots of love.
What school are they? Is it a nice school?
Yeah, we like that.
Like a dog on the beach with too much energy.
Yeah.